full TP. This was a very quick trade, and I also managed to send this one out to the community, so everyone got the chance to catch that. And coming over to this morning now, that's the stage in your trading journey you're comfortable with. That doesn't mean that you'll stay there forever. It just means that that's where you are right now. You were at $1 before, because when you started, even $1 or $2 in profit, some people would close. I used to be some people. But the faster you come to terms with the stage you're at, is the faster you'll get to move on to the next stage, because the money is really not the most important thing. You are. It's not psychology, it's not your system, it's you. And if you aren't comfortable with taking those losses or those wins, then you won't be able to perform well. So welcome back to another video. It's currently Tuesday, brand new week, and I didn't open a camera yesterday, but we did have a trade yesterday. However, one thing that I really wanted to open a camera today though and talk about is the reason why I didn't place a trade yesterday. Now, if you've seen my previous video, Sure, why not? If you've seen my most recent video where I touched on the fact that SiEG was transitioning from SiegFund to SiEG Path, but they sent me an email a little while back actually, but I didn't check my email to confirm until I went to place a trade yesterday, and I was unable to place that trade. So I'm gonna just show you guys the email that they sent right here. So they informed us about the withdrawals, refunds, and account status retention. So everything is still live. For those who have their live accounts, everything is still valid, as long as you haven't broken any of the rules or violated any of the terms. Then you'll still have access to your account once they make that transition to SiEG Path. And oh wow, while talking to y'all, I don't know if y'all seen what's going on in the back there, but that was a buy limit. I did not send that one out to the community, but the one I caught yesterday, I sent out to the community. Even though I didn't actually place the trade myself, I still paper trade and monitor the trade throughout the entire move. And this morning, before I even get into the breakdown of yesterday's trade, if you're new here, welcome to the channel, and my name is Kevon Roach, and this is a place where I share what it's like being a full-time trader from the Caribbean. So if that sounds like it's something interesting to you, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe while you're at it, because we got a lot more content coming your way. But let's jump right onto the charts here. And as you can see, I don't have any pending orders on the web terminal there for Sieg. Yeah, I'm not allowed to place any trades. Even if I tap buy, it would not open and still reject it. But when we come over here now to trading view, on Friday I was not able to place trades either, but I didn't take this trade regardless. I did not place it on my live account, so I wasn't sure if I was able to place trades or not, but I did send it out to the community, and we held it over the weekend, and price just gapped past the take profit on Sunday's open. Now for yesterday's trade, I basically the same thing as usual. We saw some type of sideways movement, some manipulative leg, then the distribution. I got in on the retracement and held for full TP. This was a very quick trade, and I also managed to send this one out to the community, so everyone got the chance to catch that. And coming over to this morning now, I dropped down to the 5-minute, and this area that you're seeing marked up with the purple, I want to call it rectangle or marv or whatever color it is. This is actually just it's like the space of two fair value gaps on the 5-minute. So it's just the zone really. In the past, instead of marking out the beginning of the fair value gap, the first one, which would be at 18,959, let me just zoom in so you can see that. All right, so that would be right here at 18,959, at the beginning of this fair value gap right here. And if you'll notice a little bit above it, there's also a small fair value gap. And well, I don't really consider, I usually don't include supply and demand zones on anything smaller than the 15-minute. And I rarely ever do it on a 15-minute. I'm mostly just looking for supply and demand zones on the hourly, and then trade in everything else that I use on the smaller time frames. But it kind of looks like a small demand, small supply zone here on the 5-minute. I could be wrong, but I had this entire area marked up from the beginning of that fair value gap, the top one, to the end of the bottom one, and that was the distance of the purple line. Price came up there and immediately rejected. Honestly, this purple line, I had a marking up, but it deleted because I was using a line at first and then decided to use the zone. But on the line itself, I had a sell zone to be looking for possible sells up here, but I didn't have any proper confirmation to actually enter a sell from up here. This large ass impulsive move, I couldn't catch it. But on the 5-minute, to be honest, I can see, a push up, creating a pullback, and then taking that high that was created before that pullback, and then further pushing below that low that's created before the high was broken. So this is, in a sense, confirmation, because according to my journal, this trade would have been, one of the confirmations would have been the break of the important low, which is something that I don't really see a lot of persons include in their analysis, like important highs and important lows, or not in their analysis, in their journal, sorry. So that would have been a break of an important high. Oh, I wasn't finished journaling this trade because I didn't see the results, but I'm gonna do that in a second. Yeah, that would be a break of important low, and I probably just hold it up until here. So that would have been a pretty small trade, something like that would have been out. And this morning as well, we had a break of an important high, but that happened directly at 9:30. And as you guys know, I do not enter trades before 9:30. I am firmly sticking to my rules, bro. Anyways, on the 5-minute, this buy limit, that is buy limit set at a fair value gap on the 15. It's a fair value gap on the 15-minute and the break of a low on the 5-minute. So even though this trade is not a live trade, I have not sent it out to the community. I don't like buying against impulsive bearish action, but let's see how it goes. Sometimes you gotta risk it to biscuit. So as long as I get proper confirmation that the price actually might want to move to the upside and I can see a better entry, then I'll send it out, but I don't like all this risk. That's one. And I don't like how impulsive this bearish action is. So I'm gonna just leave this here for now and come back and give you guys the update once we get to any of our areas of interest. But mind you, by the way, I'm taking this trade just as serious as if it was on the live account. But I don't know, I'm not going to just sit back right now and not trade. Probably going to get another prop account just for the meanwhile until SIEG path is back online. So that's the situation for now, and I'm gonna come back and give you guys that update. Alright, so welcome back to next day, Wednesday. Yesterday we had these two paper trades, and I didn't send it out to the community, but we did have two full TP, and I'm again falling in love with paper trading. Regardless, I sent this trade out to the community as a buy stop. So yeah, I just thought I should open the camera and give you guys a little update on this, and then I'm gonna come back and fill y'all in on how the trade went. once we get to any of our areas of interest. So it's a one-to-one trade. I don't know if, okay, yeah, definitely can see that. Yeah, it's one-to-one. Oh boy. Yeah. So let's see how it goes. Come back and give you all the updates to get to any of your areas of interest. Alright, so we out to the trades. It's the weekend. Since Friday, the market's been closed actually, but hold on. Alright, so this is the weekend, and honestly, I can't tell the last time I opened the camera and just, came to you guys to have a chat. And to be honest, this week's performance has been the best in a very long time. But majority of the trades, if not all of the trades that I've taken this week, were paper trades. And it kind of got me to think, yes, everyone performs better in demo conditions. What you're able to do, execute the trades that you're able to hold, and all these other things. The results are more consistent when you're on demo because you don't have that emotional attachment to the funds that you're risking. But demo can still do well in building your confidence in your system or your strategy. You are not in a rush to place trades. You're not in a rush to get in on a trade. You don't take late entries. You actually allow trades to come to you. And I believe my next step up, because the results for the first quarter of the year have not been good, to be honest. Personally, I believe that I could have done better. One of the key factors that is preventing me from doing better is my risk. So I am managing my risk, but the size of my trades can be reduced. The frequency of my trades are okay, but at the same time, I need to focus on taking high probability setups, because majority of the trades that I've lost for this year are trades that I've taken that aren't even in accordance to my strategy. I've been tweaking my strategy so much that it's becoming hard to keep track of all of the rules, because sometimes I account for something that I don't account for anymore, and it confuses the whole process. Or sometimes when I am now adding in something new, it messes with the results of the trades that I've already taken for the month or for the week, and it just gives uneven results. So I'm unable to just study that and make improvements based on those results and based on those improvements alone. So I need to take a more zoomed out approach, a broader sample size. So the only way I can do that and remain in the game is by reducing my lot size. And it's possible that I can also take trades with larger stops, but that is also going to force me to reduce my lot size, or that is also going to require me to reduce my lot size. So regardless, I need to start trading with smaller positions until I have the confidence in my strategy to scale up, to open larger lot sizes, to trade with larger amounts, especially, so that I can get accustomed mentally to seeing, let's say, $300 wins and $100 losses, and it does not affect me. So I can hold trades for full TP, or I can hold trades for full stop loss, and it won't affect me as much as if the trade was like, let's say, $600 or $700 loss, or $500 or $1,000 profit. So mentally, I don't, and this is something tough to admit, but I do not think that I am there as yet. I'm getting there, but yeah, I'm okay with the position where I'm at right now. I'm okay with the stage in my journey that I'm at. And I understand that as long as I can find myself in the position of accepting um, uh, $100 loss or a $300 win, then I can move on to the next step of, you know, accepting a $300 loss and maybe a $1,000 win, or a $500 loss and a $1,000 win. And, you know, we can work our way up from there. But it doesn't make sense for me to try to force it when I personally don't believe that I'm there. The way how you feel once you're in a trade and it's negative 500 compared to once you're in a trade and it's negative 50, it'll be different. And even if you feel the same way once it's negative 50, then maybe you need to decrease it even further. Maybe try, you know, in a trade where you're just risking $5. So if losing that $5 does not affect you, it doesn't, you don't even care after you open the trade, like you could just allow it to run, then that's the position that you're comfortable with. That's the stage in your trading journey you're comfortable with. That doesn't mean that you'll stay there forever. It just means that that's where you are right now. You were at $1 before, because when you started, even $1 or $2 in profit, some people would close. I used to be some people that would close. You know, I would close $1 or $2 in profit, or a couple cents in profit, just to see it reflect on my balance. And I didn't know at the time, but I was negatively reinforcing, you know, them habits. So I was reinforcing bad habits, you know, and that wasn't good for me. But at the end of it, as long as you can accept and be comfortable with whichever stage in your journey you're at now, that is the only way you'll get to the next stage. You know, you'll take a $50 win to a $500 win at your next stage. Sometimes it'll take months, sometimes it'll take weeks, sometimes it'll take years to get to the next stage. But the faster you come to terms with the stage you're at, is the faster you'll get to move on to the next stage, because the money is really not the most important thing. You are. It's not psychology, it's not your system, it's you. And if you aren't comfortable with taking those losses or those wins, then you won't be able to perform well. So, hey, that is all I got for this one. It's a long overdue weekend talk, you know, and I keep saying that we can have more of these, so I ain't even gonna say it no more. I'm gonna just do, because I don't want y'all to think that I'm capping or just making empty promises. So, yeah, definitely gonna catch y'all during the week. And I also live up to my word by bringing the videos a bit more recent now, so you should be able to see this video on Monday rather than probably the next week or something. So when the new week begins, I'll be bringing you a full week in the life of a Caribbean day trader, and yeah, full P&L, all the losses, all the wins. And I'm also going to do some, you know, live recording, so you get to see the trades play out once I enter it and once I'm taking out whether I stop loss or take profit. So yeah, that's going to be it for this one, and I'm definitely going to catch you guys in the next one. If you made it this far, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.